Declaration America. You know, with this seat, it makes you want to go a long distance, so I'll start here, but who knows where I'll wind up. I haven't been on the freeway yet, so can't specifically comment on the wind factor, but I'm telling you, I think a windshield will not be warranted because the seat is dealing with the issue. Now that I have support back there, you know, I like the wind. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I ride a motorcycle. Otherwise, I'd be in a car or some sort of skinny bubble. Elements aside, of course, because, you know, San Diego, there are no elements. For better or worse. Watch out for those reflectors. I have nightmares about those things. I really do. Yeah, I've never even got tossed by one, but just the thought of it, just the thought of catching on that surface and then having the bike suddenly come to a stop. I know, it's paranoia. I can tell you, it's for those of you who have not had a backrest yet on a Softail, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Sorry, it's exquisite, is what it is. Trade-off is appearance, that's it. So you can't justify this thing if you're literally driving, you know, 2-3 miles, but if you're going for long runs like I like to do, you know, at least even my shorter rides are well over 100 miles, unless it's in town, which is not so common for me. I mean, I get on this thing to meditate basically, so I need some time. I love a Corolla. Something is telling me you guys are going to keep this up for a while. Question is, could I be lucky enough to have one of you guys continue straight on this road? Ah, score? Oh, go right. No, you're going straight. Well, you'll be taken, I'm sorry. Esquard. Oh, I was looking forward to passing you. Well, not waiting for that guy to pull in front of me. Hit the red line there. Just when you think you've won, you run into an Explorer towing a tractor. Tis a shame. Wow. That's an interesting maneuver you just pulled there. backrest makes me feel like I'm cheating the system. It's just so comfortable. It's ridiculous. It really is. Oh, it's right in the sweet spot. So what really got to me with the seat was, well, one of the things that got to me was I was on a different road on the S1000R going for a little blast in the canyons, and I came upon an Indian Springfield that appropriately was going slower in front of me. So flew around him, gave him a wave, and then we both ran into a traffic jam for an accident a few miles ahead. And he pulled up next to me and we started chatting. We actually talked for over a half hour. Real nice guy. Nice bike too, Indian Springfield. Lovely bike. Real nice machine, in appearance and function. I hadn't ridden it, but I've ridden the Indians with the same geometry, and I can only imagine. So, not to get off topic, I ran into this guy, and he had the Springfield and this backrest on it, and he just looked like he was just out for a blast. That one always surprises me, man. Always surprises me. Woo! He just looks so comfortable. And looking at that seat really sort of dug it in. And here's this guy. Here's a Friday. He's out for a long, slow cruise, keeping it safe. I'm manically flying around him because the S1000R is possessing me. So I was riding like a total nutcase. You guys, if you see my videos, I've got no right to ride like a nutcase by skill and also by the law of self-preservation. Wow, I thought you were actually turning going so slow. You're setting records there, honey. So, you know, it just looked incredibly nice. And, you know, I looked at his bike and I looked at this bike, and, you know, it's one of the big differences is that long range comfort. And what was limiting me was that backrest issue, or any back support issue. Especially at speed. Once you get up to like 70, 80 miles an hour, you're doing a constant stomach crunch. Ugh, bumps. And it's fatiguing. Stimulating for a little bit, don't get me wrong. You know, like to crunch down and pick you an exercise, and you can be a meathead about it and enjoy it, but, you know, practically speaking, it's a limiting factor. Almost ate it in this corner too on the S1000R. Can you imagine coming out on that thing doing like 60? Thank God for Brembos. So the plan for today is I'm going to take this bad boy on a long journey. We're going to see when or if fatigue kicks in. I'm not going to drag you through the excruciating long experience, but what I'll do is at the end of the video I'll either inject some audio or some text to show approximately how many miles I ran. Thank you for not letting me kill you, squirrel. Approximately how many miles I ran, and if there's any issues long range with this seat, which I have a hard time believing there will be. One more bug hits my mask. I'm doing 45. This is not unreasonable. One more bug. I'm coming after you all. Such an empty threat. It's maddening. What are you guys doing? It's November. Look in front of me. This whole area smells like oranges. It smells incredible. Just this light citrus smell. It's the kind of thing you would never appreciate in a car. There's one thing I want to bring up. You know, the pegs scrape a lot, but you got to really pay attention to the road surface. You know, the floorboards are tilted upwards, so I think it's unlikely for you to catch something on the front edge, which would probably be the worst case scenario. But you know, there are a lot of divots and stuff in the road, and if you're going at speed, it's hard to analyze the road. At this speed, obviously I can see most detail, but you know, if you're moving at a pretty good pace, you may miss things that matter. So I can't say that it's safe to scrape these boards under every circumstance. It's funny to say, but you know, seat can certainly change the character of the motorcycle. Especially regarding its usability. You know, suddenly this bike is so much more touring capable. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take before the seat is a limiting factor, but you know, I know the Softail series isn't the best for long range stuff, you know, compared to the touring line. For a multitude of factors, from weight to suspension primarily, even room, and even some options, big fairing, whatever. But you know, I have a hard time thinking that comfort would be an issue. I mean, suspension for me isn't an issue, not on the California roads at least. How it deals with potholes, I don't know, but I don't want to hit potholes in any vehicle, man. Including a truck. It's just such an abrupt force. It gets transferred to your wheels and suspension. So we're gonna go deeper. Probably shut the camera down for a while. Update it later on. So I've been riding for about 100 miles now. I stopped once at 60 miles because I was thirsty, not because I was uncomfortable. Stopped for just a few minutes. Quick water, back on the bike. What I'm feeling right now is, you know, when you get that, it's not uncomfortable yet, but when you sit in the same spot for a while, you start to get that pre-numb sensation that you have. Once again, not uncomfortable yet at this point. So I just got the bike in cruise control, and I'll keep plowing ahead. I was gonna stop, but I may push it a little further just so I can give you guys more information, of course.